Chief Keef to look sharp in comparison to others. You know that's just crazy.
No clearance.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the No Clearance Podcast. I am here with two lovely people. Well, first, my name is Tyler. What's up, everybody? What's happening? This is the podcast, a safe place to shoot the shit, and I'm here with the queen herself, KC. What's up, KC? How you doing? How you been?
Alive and well.
Tune in to her podcast that she has as well, called Dare to Talk.
Great show.
Great show.
It gets real deep, man. Let me tell you.
Moves.
Be getting me in my feels.
Emotion. Yeah.
I be wanting to hug you.
I be feeling emotions. I want to send her audio hugs like J. Cole.
Yeah.
But I can't rap that way.
Shout out J. Cole.
And we got the producer of the pod, the one rubbing the cat, if you watch
Hey,
that.
go like this real
Our
quick.
new special guest.
Jalen?
Call me Dr. Evil.
Jay rubbing the cat, no pun intended. Producer of the pod.
I'm petting the pussy.
You petting the pussy.
Oh, God. What is that? Oh, brother.
Yeah, you know, it is very soothing. I will tell you that.
Social emotional animals are real.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Emotional
let's get
support is social emotional.
let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. BET Awards was this weekend.
It was given Black Cookout.
I love BET
I
Awards.
heard it was ghetto.
I thoroughly
As
love
fuck.
the BET Awards. It is the one show where you're not judging niggas for
Yeah.
being niggas.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
you could just come
But-
out there.
I
But
think
the
they crossed the
niggatry
line. I
is-
think they crossed the
yeah.
line. Like, there's a
Niggatry
limit.
was crazy.
Like, you want Beyonce to show up, right?
But
You
she's
want her to show up. She ain't gonna
that
show up to
front
that.
row will never be that again. I need people
They
to
talking about my booty hole is brown in front of Bobby Jones.
and like just like shaking.
front of
There
Bobby
was a leg
Jones.
lift.
Imagine
I'm sure he
it.
saw cooch.
Imagine if he was just like, praise the Lord.
Oh
Praise
my
the
god,
Lord for
that
that
shit was
booty hole.
crazy. Fucking niggas is fighting in the crowd. Like, it was the ghetto
No,
mess.
it is
JT
BET
throwing her
Awards.
phone at Uzi.
This was the
Now-
first. I think so. This first BET Awards since Tyler Perry purchased BET.
No, he ain't the deal ain't gone through yet. It ain't
Oh, it's not going
yet.
through.
No, it
Okay,
ain't
never
gone
mind.
through yet.
Never mind.
But here's the thing, right? It proved that this writer strike is affecting shit because it really needed some writers.
It needed some hosts.
Yeah.
It needed something.
Okay.
That's definitely a reason why it was like the way it was, because there was no direction.
Let's just say it was
Okay.
given hip hop awards.
Yeah.
So check
the
this.
sauce.
I think this was, now mind you, I only saw the clips on YouTube, but I think they did a really good job at celebrating 50 years of hip hop.
That was the highlight of the show.
No. For sure. The program was not the problem.
It was the audience.
It was the audience that was given ratchetulity.
The people who
Yeah.
were given invitations shouldn't have gotten invitations.
God,
You
you
get
I'm
what
just,
if you
you
get
know
what I
what the
mean.
problem is? And I say this as a ghetto-tarian. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
you know what I mean? I'm from the
KC,
hood.
not to put your shit out there, but you from the hood. You've been around the way.
You know what I mean? So
You know?
when I say that it was ghetto as fuck and ratchet as fuck, I say this from a level of expertise. My thing is, this is the problem. We've glorified people that they don't have to earn their like celebrity. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you talked about your booty hole being brown. Come on down to the BET Awards.
Yeah.
Walk the red carpet too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas, like, let's just say the Billboard Awards, it has a sense of exclusivity to
Yeah.
it.
The Oscars, the
makes it-
Grammys.
You know what I mean? It makes it like, ooh, I got invited to, the Billboards, the
I-
Oscars.
I
if you
hate-
get invited to the BET Awards, it's like, oh, I'm going with Buki in there. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
I even hate to say it, even the VMAs is a little bit more prestigious than BET Awards. And I hate to say that because that shit's a mess too.
Oh, hot.
But,
for
like-
this. They always rarely have a good host. Like
The women,
trash.
all the women had no clothes on. I don't know how hot it was, but they were all half naked. There was
the
no
amount of
wearing a regular
areolas
dress.
that
Yeah,
were out loose.
it was like a pool party, and I have no
Cooch
problem. I
out.
was gonna tell a woman what to wear. You know what I'm saying?
no,
this
but it's a
also
level
is-
of
it wasn't-
decorum.
It wasn't. you expect for an award show to be like not the club.
It was giving stilettos, pumps,
Yeah.
in the club. That's
Like-
what the fuck it was giving.
Some niggas looked overdressed.
For Chief Keef to look sharp in comparison to others, you know that's just crazy.
And that nigga, when that nigga got off his bus, there was a cloud of smoke, and the nigga behind him had no idea where they were.
Also, I wanted to salute Chief Keef because he ain't been at BET in a hot minute because they banned the nigga. So salute to Chief. But for him to look sharp,
surprise. That was a great surprise to see Chief Keef, and he did not care about knowing that his performance was on public television, cussing all through the song, and he picked the wildest song.
Hey, that shit went crazy though.
Hey, it was hard. Everybody in that joke was like,
"Why did nobody like his new stuff like that?"
You got to think too. He came at a time or a period where it was like, oh, okay, the thirst for it, the fever.
It was very
Everybody
fresh.
wanted, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now everybody sound like that, so it's like, oh, you know.
Yeah,
It's hard.
Dirk did it better, lasted longer. G Herbo did it better, lasted longer because they was all together back in the day.
I low key. Here's the thing. You were saying it feels very Source Awards.
Yeah.
We look back at those times and like that stuff was legendary.
Yeah.
My thing is, if you want decorum, that's what we have the NAACP awards for.
But here's the thing,
I say
right?
we let BET be ratchet.
It's a nice BET is supposed to be the nice medium.
Yeah, BET is supposed to be entertaining. The NAACP awards is not entertaining. If you get what I'm saying, it's not like a show. It's one of those things where it's like a banquet.
Oh, that's the best way to put
fair.
it.
Yeah,
it's like
it
an
feels
honor
like,
roll.
Yeah,
Hold on.
The
The
award
Grammys
goes
is not a banquet.
It's an award ceremony, so they entertain you.
That's an honor roll too.
Yeah, but it feels like they actually try to entertain you. NAACP award don't entertain you.
Well, no, Anthony Anderson was pretty funny.
Did you know any memorable performances from the NAACP awards?
That's fair.
Don't Google either.
This is how I would break it down. This is how I break down black award shows.
Okay.
NAACP top tier, you got to come correct dress wise, right?
Yes, for sure.
Sunday best.
And then you got the Soul Train Awards. Soul Train Awards is pretty up there when it comes to
it's
classiness.
old school, though. You know, it's old school.
It's R&B.
Yeah.
R&B.
It's actually a good mix.
Yes.
It's a good mix.
You ain't showing up in a bikini.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Your dress might be
they'll
slick.
turn you around.
And
You know what I mean?
I'll
But
tell you
that's
what's
about it.
crazy. I'll tell you what's crazy, especially after watching this last BET Awards. The BET Hip Hop Awards is a tier above the BET Awards. And
Just
then
in
it's
entertainment wise,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little. This shit was
It
great.
was-
Now I will say,
ghetto as fuck.
let's talk about some of the performances for the 50 years. So first off, they had Kid Capri pretty much like DJing the whole thing, which was pretty cool. That nigga always yelling and shit. So shout out to Kid Capri. They actually, of course, they brought out Grandmaster Flash, MC Light. I don't know if y'all know this Big Daddy Kane, right? This nigga was rapping. And in order for him to do a dance move, his dancers came up to him. He put his arms on their shoulders and he hit a quick footwork joint. You got to see this. Like the dancers came up.
Oh,
he put his arms over him and he.
Well, he's getting at a certain age.
Like a puppet. Yeah, like I was like,
He
boy.
had a pawpaw age.
I said, boy,
That's
they
funny.
because it's like Big Daddy Kane known for dancing, but it's like at a certain point, I'm
He's
like,
old.
we get it,
Yeah.
my G.
I think
But
he's
if you
about
wanna
60.
do it, you can go
He
ahead and
gotta
do
be
it.
about 60.
You
Hey,
don't
did
know,
y'all
he might
know
have
Slick
gout.
Rick was British?
No, for real.
Yes. That
makes
nigga
sense.
is British.
So niggas need to ease off 21 then. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yo, seriously.
Yeah,
Seriously.
they sure do.
Big shout out to Tiana Taylor. She won Director of the Year.
What's
Which
Oh,
is
that was
cool.
ghetto.
Her mama received the
Beating her on the phone
reward.
and
Her
shit.
mama received the award, and she was like, "You know what? I'm gonna call her." Mama calls her, and
That
she
shit
shows
was ghetto.
Tiana the crowd, and Tiana gives a speech right
Jalen-
there on her phone.
That pissed me off for audio purposes.
Yeah, because the phone was going in and out,
That's
and she had a Samsung. She had that
embarrassing.
Samsung Flip.
And then my thing, she's like, "What's going on? You
She
couldn't
had no
send
idea.
her a text."
I had
Nobody
no idea.
embarrassing.
It was ghetto.
album of the year was a tie between Renaissance and SOS.
You know what? I agree.
I think so too.
I agree.
I just think it's funny because they was giving Beyonce all these awards and she ain't even gonna show up.
Because it's a like an unwritten rule at this
Yeah.
point.
At this point,
You know what I mean?
You know Beyonce should with it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lotto, best female hip hop artist.
Good for her.
Why did she take that shoe off?
I don't know.
Shadow, she stroked the fuck. Oh God.
I mean, I was like, oh God, honey.
And
come
she,
on.
you know, she's dating 21 Savage, so that's just nasty.
She dating 21?
Yeah,
Come on.
Ain't mad at that.
they keeping it on the low.
I guess
He
everybody
ain't
knows.
claiming her. That's fucked up.
Hey, but her bills
like-
is taken care of.
He like, hey,
You know what I mean?
He
Keep
like, what
me
up?
a secret and pay the bills. I'm not
like,
mad.
What up? He's like, what up, governor? We ain't gonna have to keep this on the low.
Real quick. Oh, yo, best male R&B artist was a tie. It went to Chris Brown and Usher.
Hey, they gotta run us that what do you call it? That versus.
Oh my God.
There
Shout
was
out
a-
Coco Jones.
Yeah, Coco Jones, man. She won best new
Oh.
artist.
I hate that
I'm-
she won it in this year because it's just so ghetto.
Well, she
Okay.
dropped the album last year, didn't she?
No, but
She
like
did.
I hate it was that this was the year that the BET Awards was like trash.
Oh,
This is my thing. I didn't like her performance. Very pitchy. You know what I mean? But I could see her being nervous. Because I
Yeah.
know she could sing. I've heard
Yeah.
her other performances.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she definitely
wasn't-
was.
You know, that wasn't her best.
Yeah.
But it's probably
Um,
because she didn't know it was gonna be this ghetto. And so that kind of, fucks up your nerves too.
Yeah, that probably she was like, "Oh my God, this isn't what I thought it was gonna be." Probably,
Right.
Like, that's
I
tough.
swear to God. Yeah.
You know, she be killing it on Bel Air.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Anything? Oh, shout out to Jalen Hurts because the people know Jalen Hurts. Where the fuck was my notes?
What he do?
Oh,
When
it's on my-
because Super Bowl.
Jalen Hurts
No.
won a BET award for Best Sportsman of the Year over Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes, and
Oh,
I think
that's
we
dope.
know why.
Because
Hey,
he's blacker.
I think so. He was also in. He was in a video. He was in a commercial with Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor she got her
Yeah.
own shoe now. She got a
Yeah.
Jordan. She got a
Hey,
Jordan shoe.
and those are fucking fire.
Y'all see that commercial with Zoe Saldana, Ludacris, and Matt Damon?
What?
The
No.
most random pairing of people.
For what?
Sounds very
What was the
random.
commercial
I think it's
for?
for Stella Artois,
What's
For
that?
the beer?
the beer. Yeah, Stella.
Never seen
I
it.
don't think I seen the commercial.
Yo, I see that other day. That was the most awkward.
That
pairing
just
of
sound.
people.
There's no. I don't know what. I can't see that.
And I
Real
fuck
quick.
with Matt Damon.
Before we go off.
You said you don't?
I fuck with Matt
No, all
Damon.
right, Mac
Yeah, we
Damon's
kinda
your
have-
dude.
Hey, I saw Air. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Okay. Busta Rhymes won the Lifetime Achievement
Hey.
Award.
Good for him.
You really
Now,
wanna-
here's
Finally.
the thing. Here's the thing.
Mm.
Busta Rhymes he's interesting.
Hey, when I tell you that is somebody's daddy,
Did
You know what
watch
I mean?
Did you
You're
watch the
getting
speech,
old.
Casey?
I did. He was spitting facts though.
He was.
He
but it-
wasn't not one lie.
I kept laughing when he was like, and we gonna continue to keep busting ass.
Yes, I mean,
he said it about 3 times, and I just want to be like, pause, my G, pause.
yeah.
We keep busting ass. I was like, all right, okay,
We gotta let him slide. You know what I mean?
but he was real. He was like, yo,
Yeah.
all these petty beefs, we stopping the money. Like I was like, all right,
Which
all
is
right.
valid.
Yeah.
We getting in our own ways.
Mm-hmm.
He and you know
Fucking
what?
Pusha
His
T
performance
and
was
Jim
killer.
Jones are beefing.
I didn't see that one. I
You didn't see
that.
Busta?
You didn't see it?
Did he
That
perform
shit-
himself or did he?
No, he performed himself and he had some reggae artists. He
Mm.
had how you say her name? Coi Leray?
Oh,
Yeah.
Coi Leray.
Coi
She dropped the
Leray.
album, by the way.
She dropped the album.
album.
I like Coi Leray. I like her.
I enjoy her too. I like her.
I like
I'm not
Um,
a. Well, this
I'm
album
a
is-
fan of her speaking voice.
This album is it's
Like her speaking voice is great. She's got a speaking voice like Ashanti, Remember we talked
Hey.
about this?
Oh,
We gotta
No.
stop. We gotta stop. You're not putting these. See, you know what? I want the podcast to know whenever we talking about women and Jay says he likes them. I think he means something else. You be like, what you know about it? You listen to her music? Nah.
I like her speaking voice.
She
She does good interviews.
Right.
okay. Yeah.
Nah, I watched her $1 million worth of game. She got good head on her shoulders.
Koi dropped a new album called Koi.
Oh, I gotta check it out.
It's okay. So far,
Her outfit was very unified.
Yeah.
She had all female rappers on her shit, like
Indeed.
very, you know what I mean?
Good for her.
What's it called? Busta Rhymes Scenario Verse. Probably one of the best feature verses of all time.
For sure.
Raw like a dungeon dragon. Just for the any young niggas that came from Busta.
He's had some legendary verses.
When I feel like I gotta get a wig.
Hey, that verse goes in history.
Every day. Oh.
That is like a historic verse. I mean, he couldn't even do it. He had to take a breath in the beginning.
He can't do it no more.
Yeah, in the beginning he was like, "No, I'm gonna let you motherfuckers do it."
Yeah.
No, and he did the ending of it, but the beginning he's like, "I'm gonna catch my breath."
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Man, I
just love that he's shaped like a ninja.
Did he perform Party With Me? Oh, Hands Where My Eyes Can See. That's the name.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think he got the. He could do it.
He brought out Scarlet, and there is not a female that can ever make me fear life.
Scarlet. Yeah, who is that? She is terrifying.
Get the fuck New York, I'm like, oh, I'm scared.
Is this the one you put in the group
yes.
chat? And I was like, she cute though.
That's her. This motherfucker talk about she cute. I'm scared she gonna bite my nose off.
I feel protected.
She gives Rottweiler. Yeah, she on some DMX shit.
She
with a
she gonna pull a Mike Tyson. She bites ears.
Hey, I swear to she's scary, bro. I swear to God.
All right, you gotta go, bro.
Scarlet Widow with you.
Nah. You got it, player. You got it.
Hey, is she the same chick that had that freestyle? She got the tattoos down her neck.
Yes, that's her.
She got the tube
with the
top
gun?
with the gun. Oh, that's her.
Okay.
Oh,
she
is
scary.
terrified.
Come to the suburbs.
Hey,
good time.
This motherfucker. You think a bitch like that want the suburbs?
Man. She will punch you in the face and then rock your world.
In the same breath.
In the same breath.
In the same
She's
fucking
like, hey,
breath.
nigga. And then just start humping you. It's
me. I mean, mash her face. You hear me? Nah, cool. I'm cool.
Yeah, nah. She will.
She's scary as fuck.
She'll put a gun to your temple while she riding you.
Okay. You feel the heat of the gun on your skin.
You better not come, nigga. You better not come.
Nah, I'm good. She's scary as fuck, bro. You got it. Y'all got that.
She's a demon from hell. I hate to say it. She a demon from hell. Get
the fuck out of New York. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Huh? What the fuck? Hey, and I got family from New York, but they ain't aggressive like that. I swear to God. If anybody listens to that on their headphones, you're an automatic sociopath.
You definitely have a couple bodies under your belt if you listen to this music for fun.
Just walking to the train and shit?
Yeah.
No.
Anything else you want to
listen?
Oh my God, Offset and Quavo reunited.
Migos,
thank you. That was
Migos
beautiful.
Tribute to Takeoff.
That was a beautiful thing to see.
That was good.
That was enough to make a nigga cry.
Yeah.
Niggas don't cry.
No, it was beautiful. I love that end with the rocket ship flying up at the end.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That was.
They both had their Migo chains on too, which I appreciated that.
You know, I don't think they really was ever beefing, man.
Well,
I think
they was definitely beefing.
Yeah,
they got in that altercation backstage after that performance. That they was definitely beefing. I think they were at odds before he passed, and his passing really brought up some more shit. Family business. Family business.
I'm sure. It had nothing to do with women. Show some
Yeah,
more
it's
shit.
family business. Why would you think it was about a woman?
Man, it was
I
about a
think.
woman.
Hey, I think there was some paprika in there though.
Is that why Offset talking about Cardi B cheated on him?
Offset need to shut the fuck up. You've been cheating on this woman how many fucking times? Suck my dick, please. So if Cardi wanted to get her, like, you know what I mean, get hers, she can
Is
get
that a
it and
thing
be cool.
that you hit the I'm sorry. Something
This is a
posted
real
about
thing.
Cardi?
He posted and deleted something on his story.
Yeah, talking about her cheating, and she was just like, "Nigga, are you dumb?" First of all, that's anybody that fuck with Cardi, that's just going on every tabloid.
You
No
know
niggas
what I
fucking with
think-
Cardi and not
You know what I
kissing
think
and telling. She can't even fucking do that.
But this the same nigga that was like, Cardi, come back to me. Come on.
Like,
You know what
you're
I
a
think
fucking
happened?
bum.
You know what I think
Cut it
happened?
out.
You know why it got deleted? I feel like they was fucking around. He's like, I'm gonna post this. And he was fucking with her. And then he did, and then he actually posted. And she was like, oh my God, you're so dumb. And then he deleted it right away. Like it was a joke between them two.
I think Offset was hitting the hard dance move. I think Offset was trying to pop like that motherfucker. Hey,
like he wrote it out. He wrote it out and sent it by accident. Like he never meant
I
it.
think it was by
This
accident.
is my thing.
I think
I
he heard a
heard-
song come on.
I thought it was like a joke. You know how you be fucking with your significant other? Like some people crazy. They actually do.
I don't really
don't
know.
know.
I don't know.
But you can.
All I
wanna
know
find
is
out. You keep
somebody
fucking
has
around.
said, I don't know who said it, but I heard, because I keep my ear to the streets, that supposedly one day she was going out and he brought the mistress in and had the mistress in the kids' room or some shit like that. But he's had a lot of instances where he's cheated. So it's
Yeah.
just like, it could be a lie, but it's like the stats are not in your favor, brother.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I just think that's funny.
Cardi bad as fuck though.
Was she
I
at the
mean,
BET once? Was she there?
No, she wasn't.
Damn, even Cardi B
Ice
didn't
Spice
go.
was there.
Ice Spice. I'm good for Ice
represent
Spice,
the
bro.
Bronx.
Good for Ice Spice.
But can we talk about how Ice Spice performance looked mighty fucking familiar?
Speak on it.
Why you say that? What?
Cardi B's performance at BET, I think it was either BET or the Hip Hop Awards. She had the same fucking stage setup. Where's your
really?
originality, fucking Spicy?
Shoot, if they still had it, they was like, hey, you want to save a couple dollars?
You know, they didn't have no writers.
We
so,
still got Cardi B's. We still
They had to
got
cut
Cardi B's
costs. They had no
overnight.
writers.
Hey, I fucking hate y'all. I was just like, that's
Hey,
interesting.
good for you know what? Good for Ice Spice because she really has shown improvement
in her performance, for
in her
sure.
performances and musically. You know,
Her stage presence is a lot
yeah,
better.
she's been working. You could tell she's been working. I think that's why people are liking her.
I don't like her with that straight hair though.
Oh yeah, it looks weird.
I
She
need
need to
her
keep
with some
that
body
fro.
wave or
Yeah.
curls.
Yeah.
It's straight hair ain't for everybody, mama. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't need a 40 bust down. I need that shit curly and like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Body waves or
I like
something.
her. She got you play some music in your car, right? And turn that bitch up. That shit bumps. I was driving one day, a bunch of women in my car, you know, Jada and the girls. And Alicia was just blasting Ice Spice while I'm driving. And I was driving, I was like, this it.
Were y'all
I felt
high or
it-
drinking?
No, I was sober.
Okay, this is sober.
It hit
The
my
sober
chest.
thoughts matter. You gotta know.
You know,
that
I was
about
driving and it was just like it just hit my chest and I was like, this shit kind of the beats. She got she got great
Yeah.
beats. I was like bumping my head. I was like,
We
oh,
know who Ryan is now.
who's Ryan?
Talking about,
Ryan was.
the
Don't play
DJ?
with him, Ryan. Her DJ, yeah.
Oh.
He was there on the performance.
He was
like,
in the bodega. Bodega.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
He was in
yeah.
the bodega.
He was like, I go by the name Ryan. I'm like, oh dear, that's Ryan. Hey, Ryan.
Oh man! All right. I think that's all we got for BET Awards, right?
Yeah.
Hashtag ghetto as fuck.
Yeah.
Your mama's
I hate
cookout.
that. I hate that for
Yeah.
BT. I can't wait for Tyler Perry to take over.
You know, I just
You think
want
Tyler
Beyonce
Perry
to
taking
attend
over?
again.
No.
I think it will make the BET Awards a little bit more prestigious.
You think
Well-
about the wigs, Tyler? Let him go. Let
Yeah,
him
I'm
go.
not talking
is
about I'm not talking about the TV shows. Oh, the TV shows are going to the shitter. But the BET Awards is actually gonna be something again. I feel like with Tyler Perry.
I think he's
involved.
gonna make the award show something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's gonna
You know
really
what I
make that
mean?
mean something.
Yeah.
Because you got to think he got connects with, big time celebs.
He's cool with Oprah.
He gonna pull him out. You know what I mean? He's gonna make it what we are thinking it should be.
Black
Facts.
excellence.
Yes, exactly.
Leave that shit for the hip hop awards.
Swear to God.
This episode is brought to you by the good people at No Clearance. All right, go to noclearancepod.com/shop. We have merchandise for you to wear. Please support the brand. Okay, we got our new clearance collection. All right, with the Defy the Trends, Be the Standard shirts, as well as the No Clearance shirt and the Superior No Clearance shirt with the dad hats. Dad hats are selling big. Okay. So please make sure you go to noclearancepod.com/shop. Buy you some merch to support the podcast so we can get bigger and better every week. Thank you. Back to the show. We're going to keep it in music real quick, man. Young Thug Friday night dropped an album, Business is Business.
Business.
I found
Great
out
album
the news.
cover.
I found out the news on Drake's page. Actually, he was like, "You owe me." something to the extent of like, "You owe me." I didn't finish it, but what do we think?
I couldn't finish it
of what we heard so
Didn't
far.
even start it.
This coming out a week after Gunna's album. I'm like, damn.
It seems a bit interesting, right?
It's
Yeah,
even Sabby.
Yeah, and
Sabby-tashi.
Gunna's album was superior. You can tell.
You would hope Gunna's album is superior.
You
Why
can
is
tell.
that?
I mean, look, I mean, I'm sure you can't tell me Young Thug had all his resources at hand.
No, that's what I was gonna say.
build
You can
like a
Oh,
good
listen.
album.
Listen.
Like
to this,
resource wise. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Listen to this. You can tell that Young Thug didn't have as much of a hand in making it himself.
I'm
He
curious.
probably
at how much
was
this
delegating what he wanted to do, but like if
Yeah.
he's not listening to it himself while it's being done, he can't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like because
He
he's in
can't
jail.
critique it or fix it how he
fix
would
it
like.
how he
Yeah.
does it himself.
I'm curious at how much this was just a whole bunch of previous recordings because he be in
Yeah.
the studio crazy.
Yeah,
I
think
think
that
could
would
just be like,
yeah, because there was a song that was like 3 years old. He said
yeah.
'Cause he took a
look,
shot
man,
at somebody or said
'cause
mentioned somebody.
Okay, the album before this one, I'm forgetting the name, but it was very solid. And Young Thug has a really good mix of like this, just the guitar sound. I don't know what you call it, and then he'll put some trap music, and then the one before that, So Much Fun, is probably just one of the best fucking albums we've heard in a long time. That's with Hot and a couple other joints. So it's like for him to drop this so far, it's like, dang, bro.
I don't think he should have dropped anything.
I'm like, this just sound like you took a whole bunch of stuff out the vault, slapped some Drake features on there, get other people to rap on it. This felt like one of them albums after Tupac died.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never
Got
liked
it.
those.
You know what I'm saying?
They
No
don't
one does.
sound right.
Because I think what you're saying is the thing that makes artists like artists and what makes a Young Thug different from a Drake is their ear. And so if you're not able to really adjust or like put your final touches on shit, it's never gonna hit the
And
same.
Young
It's like
Thug,
you're missing that secret recipe.
Yeah, it don't have the same
ingredient.
feeling. You can tell it wasn't dealt with by them.
Yeah. And Young Thug plays with different genres. He'll fuck around and hit you with, some singing and stuff. So, you gotta get your money. Young Thug, get your money. If you feel like you do what you
Get
gotta
your
do.
bands up.
Might need some more lawyer money. Do what you gotta do, man. Got family to feed. I'll tune in one more time just for the
to feed.
Just for the support.
I mean, commissary probably, gonna go crazy.
He needed to, hey, I don't
Nigga
think
wants his noodles and Cheetos. You know what I
I'm
mean?
be honest with you, we probably never gonna see Young Thug again. That's how I feel. That Rico don't play. I mean, it's the Rico. You don't get away with it. When
We'll
they get
see,
you with
man.
the Rico, they don't miss with the Rico.
We'll see.
That's why there's no more mafia.
I know Rico ain't no joke because of Speaker Knockers. He has a song, Rico 1, Rico 2, Rico 3, where he goes through this story, and it's just like, that shit is intense.
Yeah, the amount of evidence they get in a Rico case is crazy.
It's like they sit and they just wait.
Yeah, they
so they
just sit
building
and
up
wait.
all
Yep.
this shit, and you don't know. So you out
They-
here just riding dirty and doing dumb shit.
They sit and wait until they can actually prove a murder.
Connect dots and shit. Yeah, well.
Once
Keep your
they
head
can
up.
prove a murder, they go forward with all the rest of their evidence and all their other charges. So, like, I'm honestly, I hate to say it, unless it was like someone else calling the shots, man.
Well, speaking of niggas in court, Jonathan Majors.
Speaking of niggas on the auction plate, god damn.
Great. That was great.
Jonathan Majors currently still in a court case dealing with the situation with his girlfriend or former girlfriend. My apologies to Megan Good. Jay, I believe you have more information on this situation.
So it came out that
Lay in the snow,
the evidence that he has, so what his story was is that him and the girl got in an argument in the car, and the driver is willing to testify that he was trying to get out of the car a bunch of times, and she kept pulling him back, and he never raised his voice, not one time. Can y'all stop doing the singing while we talk, please? I hate that.
I didn't do any. I was just about to.
This is Tyler.
Stop him.
Stop.
Put yourself on mute.
Remember, this is an audio platform. People listen to this to ears. They'll can hear one voice at a time.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Sorry. Okay. So the driver's willing to testify that he didn't raise his voice not one time. Like he was talking very calmly. He was trying to avoid the situation. So much so that he ended up staying in a hotel for the night. He didn't go home. And allegedly, the three witnesses that says that he hit her went out to the club with the girl, and there's camera footage of the club where she has no injuries, no nothing. So like, cause she had a laceration on her ear was bleeding, and her finger was broken, and she was doing things with her hand that if her finger was broken, she wouldn't be able to do in the club. So Jonathan Majors stayed in a hotel for the night, and while he was there, he sent her a breakup text that he don't want to be with her no more.
I mean,
because something's going on.
She's a fucking loony.
Yeah, right. She's probably acting a fool. I don't know. Maybe because he's probably talking to Megan Good. But anyways,
not too much of my girl.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
we don't wreck homes.
Yeah. So then, when Jonathan Majors returns home after staying the night in a hotel, he gets up to his apartment, and he notices that his guest room door is closed, and he's trying to open the door, and the door is locked. So he calls maintenance to come up and unlock the door, and lo and behold, the girl's in the bed, bleeding from the ear, finger broken, highly intoxicated. Jonathan Majors then calls the police.
Smart.
And then the body cam footage shows Jonathan Majors trying to explain to the police what the situation. They don't want to hear it. And then he ends up getting arrested for domestic violence because there was a woman who was injured in the presence of a man, and they were racist. Essentially, it was just them being racist, and they just thought the black man didn't own the penthouse, but the white woman owned the penthouse, and this and that, and that's why he ended up getting locked up. This is why Megan Good's with him. Da-da!
Can we speak now?
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Right?
All I'm going to say is, moral of the story, leave these white bitches alone. Okay?
Hey?
Because it just take one false boo-hoo, one false little, you know what I mean? And you're automatically looked at as guilty or seen as guilty. Leave them alone.
Terrifying.
Keep playing in that snow.
Hey.
Gonna get frostbite.
I wonder if he would have been arrested if he called 911 from the hotel. Like, do you think is that too much time?
I got my surveillance camera on.
You know what? I'm gonna head back to the hotel and call 911.
Yeah. No, that makes it look more sus though.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think
I'm
he did the right
surprised-
thing by staying there
I'm
because then it
surprised he
doesn't look
wouldn't
like
have,
you're hiding anything.
Yeah. That's
I'm
just
surprised
wild.
they didn't get like camera footage. If he live in a penthouse, then they would have camera footage.
They
of her
got
walking
camera footage of
to the
her going
penthouse,
into
right?
the apartment
They
before
got
he
it?
got there too.
Oh, and it's timestamped too. That's the
Yeah.
good thing about that shit too.
Yeah. So he didn't do it. Fuck all them people that dropped him once the news came out.
Shout out to Marvel.
Yeah, shout out Marvel for they
Standing
put
right
so
next
much
to
money into that nigga. They had to wait. They had no choice. They
Yeah,
put
that
so
was
much
a lot of
effort.
investment.
Yeah, it's a lot of investment.
That was a heavy
got
chunk
like
of
a-
investment.
I ain't got like a 10 movie deal, some shit, 8
Yeah.
movies, some
Hey,
shit.
that-
No, it
all
is.
all I'm hearing is that he's eating.
Yes.
I
living good.
I do think it's sad that when you try to do the right thing and it don't pan out, calling the cops shouldn't end up in the person calling the police
Yeah.
getting arrested.
I just
Yeah.
can't understand how that even happens.
I mean, did
'Cause,
they
like,
even give
it
him a chance
doesn't-
to show proof? Like, you can show proof you live somewhere.
From
you
allegedly,
know what?
I haven't seen the
They ain't
footage
checked the
myself,
ID.
but
They ain't checked the nigga ID.
But it
and
sound like
Yeah.
just off of what Jalen was saying, they wasn't even trying to hear that. They
They
just saw this
wasn't.
black
Yeah.
man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And this is why there needs to be biases and prejudice checks on officers because
Yeah.
shit like that. I mean, come on.
well, you gotta. I don't want to talk about policing. I have my views.
Yeah,
I don't want to
that's
get into.
fair.
That's a deep.
No, we don't have
conversation.
to. But
Yeah.
I'm not saying for the whole thing. But I think
Yeah.
in cases like this, now there needs to be like accountability on them.
Yeah.
For sure. Would you have broken up with her at 3 a.m?
Honestly, depending on what emotional state he was in, he probably was like, I can't do. He probably was up late, couldn't thinking about it. You know,
Ooh. Mhm.
it could be one of them situations.
Yeah.
If you think
Sound
I
about
feel
it.
like
she
three,
not really.
that like between 1 and 3, between 1 and like 6 a.m. Right? That's a little tough. That's a tough time right there to be doing anything that emotional.
Yeah, but she was out at the club anyway. So it
That's
don't matter.
fair.
They was
but
in
you
New
gotta,
York.
you gotta
They
wait
was
till
in
the
New
sun.
York.
You gotta wait till the sun comes
New
up.
York
to
never
get some
sleeps.
emotion.
Yeah,
So
they was
really
in New York.
three-
They was in
Three
New
is
York,
like
Tyler.
3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, they was in New York. You
No,
gotta think
I
about
understand
that.
what you're saying, but when the sun out, shit is different. You got to do stuff like that when the sun is out.
Hey, why don't you go outside, get you some vitamin D? Because
Yeah.
it's not looking good for us.
I'll
You need
break up
something.
with
You need something beautiful in the background.
I'll break up with you 7, 8 in the morning. And I'll go get me some coffee. You can start your day. Cause at night you just that's
Ain't
just a
that
tough
some
time.
fucked up shit? You gonna ruin someone's whole entire day?
That's a tough time. You got more time
Someone's
to
whole
get over it.
entire day
At
from the
least
moment they
3
wake up.
3 in the morning, they not registering shit.
Yeah,
So it's like,
you-
That's
oh,
what
okay.
I'm saying.
But
Nah,
like,
3 in the
no,
morning,
you go. No, but here's
No,
the
but
thing
you
about
fucked
them.
up. You
with the,
hitting a nigga fresh off start.
yeah, you making them go out of the. Go
Good
somewhere
morning.
before work. Go somewhere before work. Go inconvenience themselves.
Can you imagine going into work like, hey guys, like I just got dumped, having a rough day.
Oh my god, he's gonna
Like, how
ruin
the
someone's
fuck?
whole entire day. At least if you do it at night, they could call out.
Hey man,
Exactly.
I never forget in college, we had like 6 a.m. practice, and one of our teammates, man, I said, "Hey bro, how you doing today, man?" Man, I'm not doing good. I'm not doing good, man. I got this tough test, and my girlfriend broke up with me. And
Damn.
I was like, "Ooh, shit."
Double whammy.
I don't
You know what I
to tell
mean?
you, brother.
Keep your head up.
And it's also 5 in the morning. We got football
It's 5 in the
practice.
morning. We got football practice.
You know
Like,
what? But that's
I-
good because he gets to hit stuff.
That was a terrible
But see, wait till the
series
she-
of
she-
events.
she-
But
wait till the
here's the
sun
thing.
came up.
Here's the thing though. It wasn't football practice, it was still winter conditioning. So it was even more miserable.
I'm telling you, I think
Damn.
you got to break up people while the sun is out. It just it's just better.
I'm not doing this.
No.
Less,
Hey, give
bruh. But
give
think
me the
about
night
this.
to go to sleep on it. Let me go to
Exactly.
bed
But
after.
Let them cry themselves to sleep.
But he sends her the message at 3 a.m. You don't know what this girl up to. 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Anything could be going
But you
down.
got to think in his mind, though.
She
just
can't
let's-
even
let's-
go eat emotionally at 3 a.m.
No,
all
let's-
you can do is
well,
eat
you
McDonald's.
can. It's New York. Everything's
Yeah,
open.
everything's open.
That's fair.
This is
That's
my thing. You got to put
peace.
yourself in his predicament. Can you imagine being in a cab, right? driving, and a bitch just go fucking bonkers. Like she's just doing a lot.
Yeah.
For somebody to pull you back several times, it's just a lot going on. He probably felt very overstimulated. As a black man, he's like, hey, this woman's white. I can't, this is not a Shaquita. I can't go in on her. You know what I mean? So he's like, all right, cool.
It already looks bad.
Exactly. So in his mind,
I'm
big. I'm this brawny guy. Like he has 1,000 things going through his head. He's probably like, you be good now.
I was just
Praise
evil in
God.
a movie.
Fair. He did the right thing by going to the hotel. See, my
sure
thing is
did.
you already at the hotel, right?
Okay.
I'm not telling them where I'm at. I'm cooling for the night. I probably should talk to one of the homies.
You know what?
Because that's the problem with a lot of you niggas. You like to make these decisions and don't talk to nobody. Don't do shit. Just do this shit on your own. Call your pastor. Call somebody.
About?
I'm just talking in general right now. Call somebody first. All right, before you be like, hey, bro, that's a white woman. You might want to wait till 7 in the morning. I'm just saying.
It's him in his fucking morning.
You know what he should have did? You know what he should have did though? He should have asked that maintenance man to stay upstairs with him until the police came.
Ooh.
Ask the maintenance man to stay with him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, hey, do you mind staying here with me when the police come? Like,
What if he said no?
That'd be fucked up.
You only miss the shots that you don't take. Correct?
But most likely they would stay because it's like I work in here, I don't want them to be bad.
What was the ethnicity of the maintenance man?
I don't know.
Get the fuck
You
up
are asking me questions that I do not know.
He wasn't there, Tyler. He was still in Boston.
I was, yeah.
The man had all this information. What was the ethnicity of the driver who said he go testify?
I don't know, nigga. Why would I know these things?
This is a point.
Okay, but he only know what the fuck they give out.
They don't say so-and-so white man or so-and-so black man. They just say the driver.
I'm looking forward to seeing the driver.
They keep their identities unknown.
Imagine if the driver's black man, he had to stand like, I ain't see nothing. It's just like,
I
looking
will
over
admit,
at him like,
I honestly think the only reason the guy he's testifying because he is a black man.
I think the driver's black.
All right.
Yeah.
Come on.
Or some type of ethnicity. Yeah, some ethnicity. And especially, I think the maintenance man, I don't know what he was.
Breaking
I
up
don't
through
want to say because I don't want to sound
question.
Here we go.
Khadijah question.
I'm still stuck on Tyler's like, you got to do it in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
early
crazy,
sun.
bro.
That is crazy. I've
taking
never
them out
heard
taking them out to go get coffee and then just breaking up with them.
Oh no, I'm not. Okay, you got it. Here's what I'm saying. You got to do it after 7. Now, if
like
you do
send
it
a
at,
text.
If you do it at 7,
Jalen, think about it. After 7, you're either at work or on your
ready to go to
all
work.
I'm saying, that's better than
getting ready to go
guys,
to work.
Listen,
if you're not already there, we don't know what you do for work.
Like, imagine now she's gonna be late to work.
That's better.
How is it?
That's fucking up her.
How is that better?
It's better than 3 in the morning drunk. You're gonna do some wild shit.
Nah. You're cooked.
You're crazy.
I'm a fried yolk at 3 a.m. I'm out. I'm asleep.
Let her wake up to the text and be like, "Damn, okay, I'm gonna stay home from work." But don't get me up out of the bed, gearing to go to work and send me a text.
Oh, me, Buki, he cool, whatever.
Waste of a fucking shower. Now you running up my water bill. I could have stayed my ass in bed.
The emotional and to see the sunshine on a
now
day
I'm
that
just
you don't
up
feel
all
like
day sad.
You're not shining.
I'd rather you be up all day
sad.
Then drunk talking about, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to this nigga house.
But a text at 3 a.m. don't guarantee they gonna see it until the morning. That don't guarantee they gonna see it at 3 a.m.
Exactly. Because you make it to the house. First of all, Tyler, when you
I text you niggas at 3 a.m. Y'all never answer. Till the morning.
Sure the fuck don't.
Exactly.
And when do we see it?
When you wake up.
In the
and
morning.
That's what we're saying. You're talking about sending a text at 7 in the morning.
No. You talking about sending the shit. I'm brushing my teeth. By the way, this has been cool.
Yeah.
I gotta go. It's now you and I, not a us.
It's like what?
That shit will fuck up my
Okay.
day. Like,
I give you that.
Either
That's
way,
fucked up.
it
Here's my
fucks
next
up your
question.
day.
Here's my next question. Breaking up over text. How do you feel
Pussy
about
shit.
it?
That's some bitch
Pussy
made
shit.
shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's some bitch made shit.
your dingaling small. You know what I mean?
But in his situation, it's not because if she was like grabbing on him, acting crazy,
Yeah,
you gotta keep
it's-
your distance.
yeah.
You gotta protect yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's already doing too
'Cause
much. She's showing you she's unhinged.
Yeah, you gotta do that. That's like that's the only time you could do it over text. If you
Question.
think it's like dangerous.
Answer.
Is breakup with a voice note better?
No. You gotta let
I'm gonna
them.
be honest.
You still gotta let them sit in it and be able to read it.
That is fucking crazy.
Because that shit goes away. That shit goes
You sent me
away.
a voice here? Can you imagine? Boop. Hey, shit. Hope I didn't catch you off at a bad time and shit. I really fuck with you. Like, you know, our time spent together and shit been real cool. But I think we should no longer be a us. It should just be, you know, you and me. Apart, separate and shit. I mean, keep your head up. Stay 10 toes down. Not for me though. All right, peace.
It's over.
Hey, you know, the new iPhone got the little
You could leave the
FaceTime
FaceTime.
message.
Hey, when I tell you go,
Imagine
Can
the
you
face
imagine?
you make you gotta rehearse your face. You get like, I'm sorry to let you know this, but I'm gonna have to end things.
It's not you. It's me.
You know, I'm crying too.
y'all are not good at this. My voice memo was a lot smoother.
Yo, I'm
Hey,
a terrible.
the
I'm not
only
good
time
at
I
it.
ever
The last
broke up
time I
with a
broke
woman
up
was
with a
Y'all are
woman-
not good at this at all.
It was
Okay.
horrible.
Last time I broke up with a woman, I was just like, I can't do this.
That's what you said?
I-
Damn,
Hey.
you see? Can you imagine getting that shit at 7 a.m?
Hey,
Hey, I just can't
Yo.
do it. Can't
Hey.
do what, nigga?
mine was worse. Mine was like, hey, I've been thinking
Oh shit.
we should
It's
break
never
up.
good when a nigga think. Never good.
I don't want to date you no more. I think we should break up. And it was over the phone. It was terrible. Terrible.
Y'all are not good at this at
Yeah, I was
all.
over the phone too. Yeah.
Oh, it was so. Oh, that's
not
the
gonna
worst.
hold
I
you.
hate doing it.
I saw a video of a girl. The girl was like, "Yo, I'm tired of us. Like, I just wanna." He's like, "You tired? Go to sleep. Fuck. I'll be here in the morning."
And then he broke up with you.
No, this
No,
is the
he
girl.
was staying. She
This
tried to
is
bring it.
yeah. The girl was like, "No, I'm tired of you. Like, I can't." He's like, "So go to sleep. I'll be here when you wake up."
That's hilarious.
She's like, "No, I'm really tired of your shit." He's like, "Cool. Go to bed. Close your eyes for a little bit."
If
New
you
York
tired.
love is different. New
Yo.
York love
Hey.
is different, bro. I'm
Yo,
telling
I
you.
bet.
Ruthless.
Hey, you see
Shout
Amon
out
jumping
Tiana
into
Taylor.
Tiana Taylor
That shit is.
and their daughter, who
Oh my
is
God.
terrified. That little girl scares me.
Why?
But her
I love her.
how quick she is, I feel like she could just make fun of me so bad that I can't do a goddamn
Oh,
thing
I
about
can
it.
see that. I can see that.
She
Kids-
will roast
kids
you
know-
so
Kids
bad.
peek on your weaknesses very
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah, insecurities.
Yeah.
They're
They
like,
really do.
fucking full eyes.
That's
Hey, but it be so bad, and it's like, fuck. Do I laugh?
tell
Do
you
I whoop
something.
your ass? Like,
Let me tell you
Who I did?
something. I made a whole breakfast for my niece one time. I put
Mm.
the biscuits in the air fry. I made her
Aw.
eggs, all types of stuff. Right. I got the plate on the table for her. She walked to that plate and she could just go. she made this face like yeesh. I said, hey, don't do that.
try again, nigga.
Don't, I said, don't do
She was
that.
like,
Don't do that. I said, I've been in this kitchen for over 35 minutes. Don't
She
you
like,
dare.
Uncle Tyler
Don't you
can't
don't you
cook.
talk about this food. You ain't even
Hey.
you ain't even touch the food. I'm just going on. You ain't even eat the food. You ain't even touch it. You gonna make that face. Don't do that to me, girl. You done hurt my soul.
It's
Done
her
hurt
deer
my soul.
headlights. Ugh. Biscuit
Oh,
looks
that
a little
doesn't-
undercooked.
I felt
She was
like
like,
that old
"Ugh."
lady. I felt like that old lady doing that little girl hair. And she was like, you stink. She was like, nah, baby, you ain't got to talk about me like that. Nah, I'm just trying to do your hair, baby. That's how I felt.
I was like,
I said, look, girl,
Hey,
I'm
You
just
ever
trying to make
see-
you some bread.
humbling.
Little black girl. Ooh, that's not how they make it at home.
Man, I was hurt, boy. I was like, you ain't even gonna eat the biscuit. That's how we gonna do it, right? I was, oh man.
Yeah, that's tough. And the kids like biscuits.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
They like bread.
That's what I'm saying.
You give a kid some bread, change their day.
Go to town. You hear me?
Your boy, man, something else.
I can't believe that song was performed right in front of Bobby Jones. I still can't get off that.
Town, just that town.
Talk about my booty hole. Why they let?
Is booty holes really brown though?
On black women, on black people.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So you got melanin even in your booty hole? That's crazy.
Well, when white people it's pink.
Melanated booty.
Yeah. It's pink, yeah.
That's a go-go song, I feel like.
It looks gross. It look like it's inflamed. They be looking like strawberry frosted donuts.
That's a clip.
Hey,
that's not good. That's a Patreon exclusive
looking
right there.
at a fucking strawberry frosted donut the same ever again.
With the sprinkles.
Nah, I'm good.
Shout out to our Patreon, man. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Romario. Shout out to Don Bro. Shout out to Jay. Appreciate the Patreon.
Angie.
Shout out to Angie.
Angie.
Angie
51
the
minutes.
Row.
51 minutes.
Angie the landlord. All right. Jay sent us a Twitter link.
Ooh, are you Twitter?
Do you want to start a remote podcast? Well, we have the perfect website for you, riverside.fm, where you can record remote podcasts and video interviews in studio quality from anywhere, used by over 70,000+ creators and Fortune 500 firms. Riverside allows you to upload your video and audio while recording on your web browser itself. That means you don't have to download any apps onto your computer. Riverside also allows you to edit your video and audio on the platform and cut up clips from your recording for social media. So if you're thinking of starting a podcast, it's as easy as clicking the link in the description. Thank you. Now let's get back to the show.
In this video, this lady, I guess she's 40. Is she 40? She 40?
Yeah, she in her 40s. I think she in her 40s.
This lady said things that, first of all, she said things that she regrets doing in her 20s. And she said she regretted getting married. She said she met her previous husband, when she was 24, got married at 29. And this she said she got married at 29 or divorced? She got married at 29, right?
Divorced at 29. Because they were married for 5 years.
Divorced at 29. In the span of those 5 years, she said because of her growth. She said she felt different. In the span of those 4 to 5 years, she got her MBA. She started a business and whoop-de-whoop. And I guess her trajectory wasn't meeting his. And she was just like, she just felt like she had to get out of there.
This year I turned 40, and these are things that I would not do again in my 20s and 30s. I would not get married. I met my husband when I was 24, and we got married when I was 29. At the time, I thought that this was like the ideal situation. I'm at the perfect age to get married. But what I realized was in the 4 years that we were married, I grew so much as a person. I graduated from business school, started my own business. I just became such a different person that I didn't feel like he was the best fit for me anymore. And I don't think I could have realized that at 29 when I said yes. If I could do it again, I would have allowed myself to have so much more growth in my life before I made a decision on a life partner. And it's really nothing against that partner specifically, but it was more about the direction that I wanted my life to take. My interests by 35 were unrecognizable to my younger self. And I don't think it would have been fair for me to take him on this journey if I didn't think that he was the right partner for the version of me that was to come.
This caused a bit of a stir in the thread.
Yeah.
A lot of dudes felt like if it was the other way, nigga looked at as a monster. Casey, what do you think of this situation?
What do I think?
Yeah.
She bossed up. She said, you. No, but I think it's really suspicious that prior to your degree or whatever, you felt like this man. Because I think when somebody says, yes, I'll marry you, and they go through with marrying you,
Yeah.
you are accepting that person. At some point in time or life, that person was your person. And so for me, I just think it's weird or strange that now you have like the degree, the business, all of a sudden it's like, ooh, no, you're not like meeting me.
Yeah.
I would just be very interested to know like what qualifies somebody to like have met you where you were. And my thing is, if you felt like, hey, I'm doing all this leveling up and he's stagnant, not to say it's your job as a like a spouse to like pull
But
the
you gotta
motherfucker up,
say something.
but you should say something
the-
like, hey, like what are you looking to do, like, you know what I mean, to
Yeah,
like,
because that person's supposed to grow with you. You know what I'm saying?
right. And it's like you just
that's
left the
what you
motherfucker
signed
and
up
was
for.
like,
Yeah,
peace.
and that's what you signed up for. So like,
And
yeah,
also financially, let's talk about this. She went to school. Who was paying for the school?
exactly.
Because
like,
we can't,
we
but I
don't
can't
know.
pay for
who
my
was
tuition.
who was holding the
and
shit
yours.
down? You know
I
what I'm
don't know
saying?
anybody. I don't know anybody that will just straight up pay for MBA. Like I don't know schools that companies that give us scholarships
Hello?
for MBA.
Yeah.
So, this
So
had to
he
be-
can't pay for his and yours. He probably in his mind, and this is me guessing, was like, you know what? Let me get her shit straight, and then I could, kind of come back and do my shit.
A lot of men think that too. Like similar to like I feel that's how I feel. It's like they get you done, and then meet. Then it's my turn. But a lot of dudes do it that way because that's how they support.
Yeah.
Like, what about all the support he did for when she was going through it in school? Like, that just all goes out the window. You didn't care about that, unless they had like a horrible marriage. Unless their marriage is terrible, I don't. Because that's like you signed up for life,
Yeah.
And you don't break up with somebody because they're not growing at the same speed as you.
That's not fair.
It's not fair at all. Without a conversation.
And then what's your definition of growth? Like,
yeah,
this whole money thing or your career, that's not the all encapsulating sign of growth. You know what I'm saying?
Because she literally got a master's, started a business, and was like, "I'm out."
Yeah, so
That's
it seemed
fucked
like
up.
the money exposed you.
Yeah.
That's really what it seemed like it did. I don't know. It's it's
It was messed up.
Yeah,
it was messed up because I was like,
funky.
damn, we just not respect the thought of marriage. Like, I understand, wait till you're 35 to get married, but like, that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. But like, don't be like, oh, don't do it in your 20s, because some people at the same time understand like that's marriage. That's for life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, I will say, like, I guess what, I got married at 25. So
all right, get on the mic. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I got
that
married at
shit.
25. But also, like, I was with my wife for like 10 years. But the crazy thing is, even in these 3 years, my wife has she's done a lot of like, soul searching, trying to figure out her direction and going different ways.
Yeah.
And it's like, she'll tell you, we had this one joke. She was like, yeah, I done changed a lot since, she said she done changed a lot since she got married. And then she be like, Tyler, he ain't changed it all. I was like, well, I'm gonna hold you down.
I'm your rock for a reason.
I'm here.
consistent.
Now, do I think I haven't grown? No, I think I've grown a pretty decent amount, but I make it look easy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that nigga.
No, but I just think it's not fair. You have to
Yeah.
understand and know that, like, I heard this, like, interesting, I forget her name, Renee Brown. She's, like, a psychologist or whatever.
I've heard of that name
And she's great. I love her. She has shit on Netflix about, like, grief and shit like that. But she talks about marriage. And she mentions that, a lot of people are confused about marriage and it being this 50-50 thing. And it's, in fact, she's like, it's not 50-50 at all. She was like, there are days where I'm 70 and he's 30, or I'm 80 and he's 20. Like, you have to understand that it's never going to be a cut crease, like 50-50 type of thing. But this is why it's important when you are locking in with somebody, marriage, that's a lifelong thing, and that's a commitment that shouldn't be taken lightly. She also said, and even Michelle Obama mentioned this as well, I can't stand that nigga sometimes. Like, you're not going to be bubblegum in love all the time, but you can't allow those moments of like, I guess, I wouldn't say frustration, but just those moments to define a whole marriage. And I think that's what we see with kids, well, with people in our generation. They let a moment define their whole shit, call it off, get divorced, and then, you know what I mean? And then you're just doing the cycle over and over again. It's like, you got to figure that shit out. It ain't them. It's partly you, babe.
Yeah. And like, then people will be like, oh, like they'll compare like their parents to now, and then those same people who like believe like just running away from marriage, they'd be like, oh, don't blame us because we didn't want to sit through trauma of that, what that man did to you, or that. And I was like, why is that always the case? Why can't it sounds like that's an issue, that's a you problem. Like, you have a hard time in your relationship, and that's like, oh, no more, I'm out. So like, I don't understand that line of thinking.
Jay, I that's an interesting,
because marriages, of course they go through hard times, but like, it's not every marriage has a traumatic thing that like makes you want to break up. You know,
that's an interesting thing you brought up, because you can look at other marriages and be like, I don't know how they work, but it worked for them.
Yeah,
I don't want it that way, but that's how it works for them. You can't say one relationship is toxic or whoop-de-whoop. If as long as it ain't, if folk ain't getting hurt, if that's how they communicate to each other, well, that's how it works for them. As long as
nobody's hurt, it's hey, if you like it, I love it. If that's how you do it, that's how you do it.
It's a crazy world.
Some people are weird, but
it's a crazy world.
So they meet each other. That's why they're weird together.
Fair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
35 is the interesting age, though.
I feel like it's a little old.
It depends on what you want out of it.
Yeah.
I think age is different, though. Like, I was talking to somebody about this before, but it's like, I constantly am like, oh, I can't have a baby. And it's like, Khadijah, you're not a kid no more. Like, you're not 8.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to say my age. I'm up there. But you're not a baby anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I think our like concepts of age is very like, I don't want to say fucked up, but it's like, we're not kids no more. We're getting like, we're grown. We're adults.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So I guess what are you trying to say in regards to that? Like,
what I'm saying is we're not as young as we think. Like, I think before,
I feel like our generation has a hard time understanding that we're not children anymore.
Yeah, like, prime example, like when I see on Facebook that like a classmate of mine is pregnant, I'm like, ooh, she out here having kids. It's like, no, Khadijah, this is the age to do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like she's 8 years old having a kid.
It's not like she's still a teenager. Like, how you gonna support that? I don't know.
Dead ass. I'm like,
it's like, oh, she got a good job. Like, what do you mean? She married. She got a whole ass husband.
Dead ass, literally. So it's like our concept of like age is a little wonky.
I feel like with millennials, it's like that. I feel like our generation is a little bit more sheltered. Like, just not even like regards of like being overprotected, but like our generation had like the generation of like the creeps and the sickos snatching kids. So our parents are a little bit more tight knit on us than back in the days.
For
so, like,
sure.
When they was living life regular with no like, oh, I gotta protect my kid. Like, they was figuring shit on their own back when they was children. So like, I feel like that's why our generation is a little bit like that. Like, oh shit, we're not being protected anymore. We're not kids no more.
Ooh,
that's interesting. That's interesting.
You don't feel that way, Tyler?
I'm a grown ass man, nigga.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it like that. No, because I mean, I see what you're saying. I think early on in my 20s, I was like, because even this one dude, I remember this one of my boys, Eric. Shout out to Eric. He got 2 kids now, but he was younger than me, and he had, him and his girlfriend was having a baby, and I was like, dang, that a little young, ain't it? But I was like,
Hey, but for real.
Hold on. But he was like, I'm good with it, man. Like, I'm excited. He was like, you know, that was the first time I realized, like, oh, we not teenage pregnancy
We
age
not
no
kids.
more. Like,
Yeah.
this don't make you sweat. This shouldn't make you like, damn, my life, my life doesn't change.
Hey,
So no, I
seriously.
definitely know what you mean. But I think after that experience, seeing him just like ecstatic about it, I was like, oh, okay. Like, all right, we in a different phase now. Like now when I see people having kids, I'm like, hey, bro, like congratulations. Like that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? We bringing life into the world. It's crazy. So I don't know. It did like around 23, 24, 25-ish. I was like, what? Nigga, what?
Yeah. That's when it starts. I feel like. Like now I see it, I'm like, oh, good for them.
I think our
but I'm also
generation is a
30
little
now.
more.
I'm up there, you know. I'm 30.
I'm up there.
I'm in a different
but
different
I'm up
decade
there.
than you guys, you know.
Oh, brother.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair, you old ass nigga. I think our
We're supposed to uplift.
I think
Hey,
our generation
I've got
is
to embrace it now. I ain't got it like I used to when I do certain things. But like I
what?
still got some. Like I be going to the gym and I try to run on a treadmill and I was like, I don't think I got it no more. But I can still jump some rope.
Hey, that shit ain't good
That's
for your
fair.
joints.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What, jump rope or running treadmill?
The treadmill, that shit ain't good for your joints.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I know I take fish oil, so my joints are strong.
All right, that's good. I need
I
to
take
start
fish
taking
oil my whole
and shit.
life.
Hey, how old do you have to be to not take the gummy vitamins?
You could
take them
keep
till
taking
they
gummies
still
till
make
you
them
die.
for adults.
They
You
make
can
Okay,
gummies
take
for
so
that.
my friend, she went in on me and told me, she was like, if you could suck dick, you could swallow a pill. And I can't fuck with the hard pill. Do you know what
Jay just tossed his headphones, y'all.
you know, and this is my thing. But she said this in general.
Okay,
like
I'm
grown
definitely
people,
making a
if
clip
you
this
can
week.
have if you have genitalia in your mouth, if you could do that, you could take a horse pill. And she was just like, you could take a couple of pills at once. I'm a baby.
Speaking of oral sex, let's talk about The Perfect Fine. Let's talk about this movie.
This episode is brought to you by Canva. Canva is a graphic design platform used to create social media graphics, presentations, posters, documents, and other visual content. The app includes templates for users to use to design whatever they want for the free. The platform is free to use, but also offers a paid subscription, Canva Pro, which will unlock an even larger library of graphics, images, templates, and videos to add to your designs. So please tap the link in the description and get started.
You on point today, nigga.
Let's talk about how they had this nigga on his knees about 2-3 times
on the island on the kitchen island.
Oh God! Hey, islands have a new meaning now.
Hey,
know what I mean?
Keith Powers, legend. That's why he had that mustache and goatee the way he did.
You know, you never see like a romantic comedy with like an older woman who looks like Gabrielle Union and a younger man that's in his 30s.
Stella got her groove back.
No, that nigga was 21. No, he was 20.
This nigga was still in his 20s though.
No, he was 30.
He just got his master's degree.
That nigga was 30.
I don't know.
He's 30. I think he was playing 30.
I don't think he was playing 30.
They never said.
They never said.
I think he was playing his actual age of who he was. Like, you just should tell that he's younger.
How old is he? Let's look it up.
That nigga's 30.
Oh shit! Not Keith TV. Keith Powers.
He's 30.
Keith is nigga 30.
I think he was playing his age. So like,
so she was what, 50?
She's 50. Yeah. So like, you never really see romantic comedy with that type
Ooh,
of
he's
age.
6'2".
Girl, you can't even reach the nigga. What you talking about?
I'm too small.
Hey.
Niggas always want to hate because they ain't 6'2".
Yo, that gonna be hurting.
Hey.
What you
doing? You ain't shit.
You gonna have to deal with his knee pain when he's older. He gonna have to
See?
walk with a cane and a walker when he get old.
Y'all
You gonna
just
be
tryna-
you gonna be
y'all
the
just
old
tryna hate on
couple.
the
You
kid.
walking normal and he walking with a walker.
Just don't you don't walk. Don't forget about the 5'8" niggas.
I'm not
You know
saying the
what?
5'8" niggas is
You ever
bad.
see an old man that's 5'8"?
All right, the perfect find.
they
The
always-
perfect
they
find.
always-
Let's get into the perfect find. That was Gabrielle, starring
what do
Gabrielle
you-
Union.
What are you rating it? Out of 10.
Oh, can we talk about it before we rate it?
No.
No.
Let's rate it first, and then we
Rate it, and
start
then you
there,
can
and then we
explain.
can work backwards. Start
Okay.
there and work backwards.
Okay.
Keep trying to be nice.
Out of 10, out of 10.
I'm gonna give
Out
it a
of 10.
solid. I'm gonna give it a solid 7.5.
Cool.
Nah,
Cool.
hey, I don't believe in halves.
Yes,
You
sir.
do
Okay.
7 and 8.
Okay. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Oh.
And I'm gonna give it an 8. I will give it an 8. Yes. I thought it had some good comedic moments. I thought the soundtrack was done very well. I thought
No,
I really
the
enjoyed
soundtrack ain't got
soundtrack.
shit to do with the motion picture. What?
No,
what
The
the
is-
soundtrack-
score makes
score
the emotion
makes-
of the moment. You know, the
Yes.
score
Okay.
matters.
The score matters. Shout out to Lala Anthony. She always gets a point in my book.
Was she gay?
I think she
Hey,
just
I
loved
was
life.
unclear about that.
Yeah, I was very unclear about that. But continue, T. Sorry.
I thought. Look, here's the thing. I didn't read. Apparently, it's based off a book. I never read it. I heard a lot of
Oh, I
niggas
didn't know it
hating.
was based off a book.
How
I
are
heard
we
a lot of
supposed to know
niggas-
that?
Hey, Jalen's cutthroat today.
You know what I found interesting was the fact that near the end they did actually like give each other space. I thought that was an interesting
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
part of the story. Like even Keith being able to be like, look, you throwing this on me, you throwing this pregnancy thing on me, and you ain't talking to me in a minute. I'm thinking we gonna come back and like talk this out, figure things out, whoop de whoop. And you just putting this ultrasound. I just need time to think. I'm not upset. I'm not feeling.
I thought that shit was corny. That scene was corny.
You thought that was corny?
I-
Because here's the thing. It
Wait,
didn't
wait.
seem realistic. I didn't feel like it was realistic.
And that was my thing.
Yeah.
That was
But I
my thing
respected
about
it.
it.
Yeah.
What'd
Yeah,
you
I
give
didn't
it,
really.
Jay?
I'm gonna give it like a 6. I think.
My God.
I think it deserves
Way
a
to
6.
show up.
Because
Way to show
and I'm
up,
not-
Jalen.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's above average. It's an average movie. It's above average. It's not average. It's above average, but it's not the
Yeah.
best. You know, it's not a 7. It's not. I'm not gonna watch it again. I feel like
Now,
a 7. You'd watch it again. I don't think I'd ever
think-
tune back into this.
I mean,
I think
God damn it,
Tyler.
Jalen.
I
I
feel
have
like
a slight issue about the movie because it feels like a Being Mary Jane sequel. It feel like a part.
Hold on, wait. Let
6
Jalen
million,
finish
maybe.
because he on the roll. Go ahead,
I
Jay.
was-
Okay, go ahead.
I low key felt the same. You finished my sentence. I felt like it should have been. It would have been decent as a show. Like I feel
Yeah,
like
I
that
thought
would have
that
been a
too.
good show. But I
Yeah.
think it was funny, but it wasn't hilarious. It was acted well, but it wasn't acted amazing. You know, like it was just above average. Like it wasn't the worst thing I ever seen. I enjoyed myself. I was entertained. I wasn't watching like this is stupid. I also feel like it was very mature romantic comedy. I thought it was very mature. Like both characters
I did think that.
were very mature. Like it wasn't like he was younger, but he wasn't like immature and stupid in emotion. Like he was way more mature than you would think, you know. And Gabrielle Union, like everything, her reasoning why they shouldn't go public was perfectly understandable. So like I thought the movie was above average. I enjoyed myself. It's a 6.
KC.
Yeah, what
Your
do you think,
thoughts?
Casey?
Alrighty. So I rated this a 7.5. But that
Okay.
was me being nice.
All right.
I think if we were to pick between a 7 or 8 because when it's a 0.5, you have to round up or down.
Yeah.
Well, you round up, but I'm going to take that half away and I'm going to give it a 7. Reason
Okay.
why I'm going to give it a 7 is I'll start with the pros and then I'll go with the cons. Pros, I think the casting was done well.
Yes.
Right? We had the right people. I think Keith is a great person.
He looked young, but not too young.
It was a good balance between of young, but not too predatory young. Gabrielle Union, she does really well in these roles, right? And I think being a lead is like strong. I love that there was this presence of real New York love.
Yeah.
Right? You're seeing different, spaces and scenes of New York. It felt really authentic. It felt like this is some real shit that could happen in New York City or in anywhere. It was realistic. Now I'm going to hit with the cons. First con, Gabby, I'm sorry, sweetheart, but why are you still always getting this woman who can't get a man role? I don't like that for her. It's very like casty. You know what I mean?
She's
It's
typecast.
it's very
she's like typecast
typecasty,
now.
and I don't like it. Once again, I think that if she's always getting these roles, and let me be very specific, where she can't get a man, but her career comes first. It's always, even in what is that, Mary Jane? It was the same kind of energy. So I'm just like, I'm not into it. That kind of took a ding off. The second thing was I felt, and this second one is a real big one. I felt like the film was rushed. We were going at a smooth pace. Then it was like the last 30 minutes. We were like, oh, we got to crank all this shit out to hit the deadline or to hit the end. I didn't like that at all.
Sorry to interrupt, KC,
No, you're
but the whole like third act, the last third of the movie, that shit was boring.
It wasn't good.
It was like, I don't like that she got pregnant. Sorry, spoiler.
And it felt very, very rushed.
It came out of nowhere. I didn't even know that was like a thing. Like they were going with that movie with her character. I don't even know if she even thought about like.
We didn't know how much time had passed. I didn't like that either.
We didn't know how much time had passed, and it's also I think the movie should have ended a different way. You know,
and
I think.
Lastly, my last con. Who the fuck was on here? Because the last like 30 minutes of the movie, it was giving Tyler Perry, and y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. The finger waves was giving Jerry Curl that won't lay down. It was not it.
Jada called out how the whole movie her edges were not laid.
They were not.
That's what Jada's critique.
And I didn't know if they were going for like an earthy, I don't give a fuck about my edges look.
Whoa, but she had the is it called a bob?
She had a bob. Yeah, she had a bob.
Yeah, but that shit laid. Wasn't.
So her edge is supposed to be laid with that. All right, cool.
No. It's just supposed to be a little, you know what I mean?
Like the way her edge, I guess what you were saying, Casey, Jada was saying the same, that like her edges just weren't like, there was nothing done to them.
You, as a black woman, you gotta, I don't do a lot to my edges, but you gotta brush them and do something to them.
It's interesting because she is the, I think Gabrielle Union produced this one, didn't she?
She did.
Oh, damn, Gabby. Shit.
Yeah, I don't like how it was directed either. Like I don't like how like they framed some of the shots and like
could have been better.
I think if Gabrielle Union directed this herself, which she didn't, she could have done better.
Y'all don't feel like it was rushed? That ending.
That whole last third of the movie came out of nowhere. Like it just was like so random. It was, it went so quick. Yeah, it went so quick, and now it's ending with her on stage, and like I was like, what? Had nothing. But
I will say,
it was kind of weird because the nigga just moved on with his life.
Yeah, both of them.
Nigga said,
"Can we name the nigga? Didn't even defend her."
Yeah, Dad
his
called
mama.
that out.
I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna be like,
I know
mama,
you don't care. I know you don't care.
No, don't make me seem like
you only gotta do
it
one time, Tyler. You gotta do it one time. You only gotta do it once.
No,
because once you do it once, Tyler, you never have to do it again. And this is what I was telling Jada. That's really hard if you ain't done it yet. If you ain't defended your woman to your mother yet, that's really hard to do for the first time. So obviously, because he was supposed to be a younger man, he's never had to do that before. So I understand why he didn't. Now, should he have? Yes, that would have gotten the brownie point.
And
But
she said
that's
his name
tough.
twice and looked at him like, bro, you just gonna let me like hang out here by myself?
Yeah, because every man got to do it, but you only got to do it one time. Once you defend a woman to your mother,
That's very
your
true.
mother is like, okay, I understand. She's first now.
That's very true.
You only got to do it one time. If you got to do it more than once, now you got an issue.
Okay, I have another pro.
Also, bruh, you can't you can't be eating coochie in your mama's house. You can't.
Okay,
That's how they got caught, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm a name. That was wild.
He was
Wild,
eating a lot of
disrespectful.
coochie. That nigga was
Yeah.
eating coochie like it was.
I would have
his
been like,
favorite
let's get
meal.
out of here. Let's go somewhere else.
I mean, even
At
to
least-
his room, at least.
Yeah, they could at least went into the
You
room.
in a living room?
Yeah, they wasn't even watching a movie.
Nothing.
Wow.
He wasn't even
Wow.
watching a movie. That nigga was just attacking her coochie with his mouth the whole
I
movie
mean,
with that mustache.
He did a lot of attacking.
On his
Yeah,
knees.
the man was on his knees. I've never seen a man
My
get
God,
on his knees.
I didn't realize.
That's
it
the
was
first
a lot.
time
He's so Gucci in
I
the
mean,
movie.
they really emphasized. They did about 3 times in the movie.
Yeah,
No,
They
at
really
at
emphasized.
minimum.
yeah, he was eating coochie the whole damn time. That nigga
Wow.
is a coochie eater.
I ain't mad at it. The art of eating coochie should be spread. Niggas gotta know.
What was I gonna? You know, something else I didn't like. You were talking about that scene. I think it was you, Jalen, where they were in the restaurant. No, it was you, Tyler, and you were like, "Damn, like, how do you spring that on somebody though?" This is kind
Yeah.
of like the breakup thing. Like, how do you tell somebody like, "Hey, hope you're doing well. Got a
Yeah.
little friend. It's me and them."
I thought she did it well, and I
I think he
feel
didn't
like
take it well though. I think he was very
No.
childish.
what you okay.
I don't think-
actually it was pretty mature.
I thought that was very mature because
'Cause a
he
nigga
expressed
could've been
how he
like-
was feeling. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
he expressed how he was feeling. He didn't say yay or nay to it.
He was just
expressed
like
that what
I
he was
need a
expecting.
second 'cause I'm trying to soak it in. Like he was just like, I'm really just trying to run it through my head right now, and I know you want me to say something. I know you want a response, but I don't have the words right now.
yeah.
And like he was like, I really, the
He-
nigga could have just been like,
He was a very mature character,
yeah,
in my opinion. Like he was
Okay.
very mature.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah, he was.
I don't
he was.
know.
I thought
Don't
the
be fucking on no
scene.
nigga that's living with his mama. You know what I mean? You
Hey,
gotta be in my
that
house,
was
man.
weird. That
He
nigga
was
was
moved
30.
out by
That-
then. He was moved out.
He was moved out by then, but before that,
He
he
got the
was living
grant.
in his mama's
He
house.
went
I
and
mean,
got the
she
grant.
also was a millionaire. She's probably never in that house.
Valid.
True.
So
True.
like, is he really
Um,
living with his mama?
I thought the scene between, sorry about I don't forget characters' names, but Gabrielle Union and the boss lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gina Torres.
I thought that was a powerful scene with the two women just talking about when she was saying how her mama didn't her husband's
Her mother-in-law.
her mother-in-law didn't like her
Yeah.
and was like, nah man, this is gonna change, because I feel like I've heard that story a million times, not a million times, but I've in real life, like you witness or you've heard stories from women talking about that they mother-in-law didn't like her, didn't like me, and I'm gonna change that with this. It just felt like a very real story in the
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought it was
It had its moments, but
Yeah,
I
I thought
wouldn't
that was a
give
good
it a
moment.
7 or an 8. I'll give it a 6.
I only give
It's
it a
above
7
average.
because I'm being nice, but
Stilo Brim.
I agree with the
lip
6.
swelling
Yeah.
up was crazy. I thought Godfrey was okay. I thought he could have been a little funnier because
Yeah, he could have been
Okay,
way
he
more
was
funny.
very like he toned down, and I don't know
Yeah.
why.
I don't like Godfrey like that.
I thought he was going to
Godfrey
be a
is
little
good
more
when he's
over
like
the top.
a loose
Yeah,
cannon.
he was like, he was a little bit more serious.
That's
and
what
don't
I
like a
thought. That's
serious
what I thought I
Godfrey.
was going to get from him. Like, yeah, he's trying to impress her, but the nigga, he should have been one of them niggas that like, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna have fun, have a good time.
I think he should have been funnier.
Yeah,
For sure, should have been
Yeah.
funnier.
Like he should have went and sat down on the couch and pouted like a baby.
yeah. He should have tried to break up them dancing or
Yeah.
something. I was a little.
That nigga
interested.
went and sat and pouted in the corner.
That shit was weird. I'm not
Terrible
gonna lie.
writing. I enjoyed the movie though. Will I watch
I
it again?
enjoy-
Probably not.
no.
If it was one of those movies that came on TV and wasn't a Netflix movie, and I seen it, I tune in for a second.
But
then
but
True.
you know what this is giving me? This is giving me BET where they run a movie to the fucking bone.
Yeah.
I mean, this Christmas in July is crazy.
Hey,
Like, that
Christmas
is
in July.
insane.
Christmas in July. They said it's a thing. Like some people say it. Christmas in July. That's why they
this is
randomly play
interesting.
Christmas movies in July.
Where do you put this on? Where do you rank this on a list of black rom-coms from
Mid
like
tier.
mid-tier?
It's giving mid. It's
Yeah,
way
it's mid tier.
What's another black rom-com? What's another mid-tier black rom-com?
Jump the broom. That was mid. Hey, actually,
That
would
was
you say it
not
was
mid.
top tier? Would you say it was top?
I wouldn't say it's top, but it's above this one.
It's mid tier. It's in the
I
middle.
guess so. I guess
it's in the
mid.
middle.
If it's not
if we
top,
only
it's
do
mid.
if we do top, mid, and what's below tier? Bottom tier? Bottom tier.
Yeah, bottom.
It's not a bottom tier.
No.
If you have a big spaces in between, it's like higher.
There you go. It's
Mid-tier,
above this one. This
Yeah.
it's definitely above
I'm
this
about
one.
to say.
It's mid.
It's
I think
definitely
it was
above.
mid tier. Maybe not jump the broom. What's the other one? No, you know what's mid?
What's the
one
jump
with
Lance with the dark skinned nigga and the what's the jump with Lance?
Fuck.
Lance Gross.
Yeah, what's the jump with Lance Gross, man?
With the America, right?
Oh yeah, well America Farah
Yeah,
and Carlos
yes.
Mencia is her mama, and Forrest Whitaker is the daddy who's the womanizer. Yeah,
Our
that's a
family
mid
wedding.
movie.
Our
That's a
family
mid-
wedding.
Family
that's
wedding.
a mid tier
But
one.
that is
That's
a good mid
That's
one.
solid mid tier.
That's
right
solid mid.
But that's
It's
solid.
not top tier.
This,
Yeah.
this is not.
Nobody's fool. That's what I was thinking with Omari Hardwick and Tiffany Haddish acting a fucking fool. That was actually that
Here
might
we
be
go.
bottom tier. Honestly, I did not like that movie.
Yeah, let's keep it a stack.
Yeah, that was bottom. That was bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the
Jalen's
barrel.
cut through.
That movie was not good. I think that's when I stopped liking Tiffany Haddish. Was after that movie. That's when I
What's the name?
stopped liking.
Casey.
It's a fool's what?
Nobody's fool.
Nobody's fool.
Nobody's fool.
With Tika Sumpter and Omari Hardwick.
Tika something, man.
Tika Sumpter.
Oh.
She's in that. She's in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. She be killing it.
KC. I guess
Oh
why you
yeah,
that
that
up.
movie. No.
How would you?
bottom.
How would
Bottom
you
of the
have
barrel.
liked?
Bottom?
How would you
I
have
was looking at
liked
the cast list.
the movie? How would you have liked the movie to end? What would you? How would you have done it?
Oh, like if I could change shit up,
Yeah.
I would have done it where I would have had him reach out to her, because I think if we're looking at how the scene panned out with the mom situation, I think it was his place to hit her up and be like, hey, you know what? I fucked up. I should have stood up for you, whatever. I got my own place. Like, come over. Let's hang out or let's talk. Then she could have been like, hey, I got something to tell you. Boom. Ultrasound. Then we could have dug into the mom shit a little more, because he was also starting that documentary about his dad. I just think that there was a spot with his mom and dad where we could have dug in. I would have even appreciated a fucking flashback or something.
Yeah.
Like, what did
Get
the dad
somebody to
look
play
like?
his dad. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, not for the, just for a fucking minute or two.
Yeah.
Then we
Hey.
could have gauged more of why the mother is the way she is. And then fast forward, saw them being in a relationship, happy family. I want to know what the kid looked like. Got curly hair? What texture is it? Are we talking about a solid 4, 3A? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Then, ta-da! I found the perfect find. And then that would have been nice.
Interesting you decided to keep the kid in the movie. Interesting.
You would have
would've
took
kept
the
the
kid
kid.
out the movie.
I would have took away that pregnancy so fucking fast. It had nothing
No,
to
you
do
gotta think.
with it.
I think it made him understand the dynamic of the father. You know what I mean? He was like, hey, my father wasn't there, and not blaming him or not saying it wasn't his fault, but I'm going to be better than that. So it's giving you that like positive black father figure type energy, which I think is
His dad got shot and killed when he was 3, right?
yeah.
I don't.
I can
think,
see
I
it
just
being.
don't understand
I can
why
see it
she had to
being
get
part of the
pregnant.
movie, but I can also see it without.
Gives it texture.
KC,
I
I
think-
do agree that we needed a scene where he reached out to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because he definitely left her to
Dry.
just be destroyed by
Yeah.
his mama.
Chopping block.
And
Yeah, it would have showed
really,
him. It would have showed some growth in his character.
Mm.
I agree with that as well.
It really looked like he was just like, all right, bet. He was. I feel like that moment was a sign for him that, like, no, I need to get from under her. I need to move on.
And
But
we saw that when he moved.
We
but
saw
it was
that,
like,
but
you
it
needed
looked
to
like
take that
that's
next
all
step.
he took from it. It looked like that's all he
it-
took from it. Like, I'm gonna just go live my life. Like, now I'm gonna just move how I want because she don't really care. But I don't really care about this woman. That's what it seems
I
like.
honestly think if the ending was simpler, it would have been a better movie.
What if he made the documentary?
I think
and he dedicated the movie to
boom, bam,
Shorty.
boom. Make it even simpler. I'ma say he reached out to her after he finished the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
She comes to like the premiere.
Okay.
You see the documentary, it's a beautiful thing, and then the mother watches the documentary. Then they have that talk.
Ooh, okay.
Where
That's
she's
simpler?
like, apologizes to her, and he's in the stands, and then like some corny, the corny shit, the I love you, blah, 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 and they get back together, and boom, roll credits, movie's over, top tier movie.
Damn.
Yeah, I think the ending.
That's not a bad ending, Jay.
Yeah, I think if you remove the pregnancy thing, because she never expressed that she wanted children the whole movie. She's
she
the
did.
main character.
He expressed that he didn't want kids.
Yeah,
No,
but
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 she
you
was
could
very
see-
because
she-
he
but she-
asked her,
Yeah.
"What do you
Yeah.
want?" And she was just like, "I want a family." She mentioned it several
But
times.
yeah,
Jalen, that she
but
wanted
I don't
kids.
think she should have gotten pregnant before they got back together. That shouldn't have been what brought them back together. I think they should have just fell in love and then do a little
I see what
flash
you
forward
mean.
with the family and being happy. Make it a little simpler, make it a little bit cornier.
Also,
People like that shit. There's a reason why they keep doing it.
the scene where Gabrielle was hating on the nigga when he was taking them photos. We could have cut that shit out.
No,
That
keep
would
that
have
in. I like
No,
that. That's
that
a
was
good
good.
conflict to
That was
lead
good.
to breakup.
Be there.
That's a good conflict to lead to breakup. To their breakup.
Because it's a
family.
natural. It's
No, but
organic.
he literally the next scene that gave us another conflict.
Yeah, with her going with her ex.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they both went in with their
I
exes.
thought that was good.
Let's
I
talk
like that
about
part.
her ex. That fucking low budget
Fucking
Morris
loser.
Chestnut. They could have cast Morris Chestnut, and that would have been the perfect role for him. Because then he would have been, that young nigga would have been way more intimidated by a beautiful older black man. Come
yeah, but
on.
they've been in a
They
whole
dropped
bunch of
the
movies
ball.
together. I
My-
don't.
It
think
don't
she
matter.
wanted to do it. I
Hey,
don't think she
we
wanted
don't
to
know
do
what the
it again.
budget
It don't
was.
matter.
You know what I'm
Exactly. They
saying?
probably couldn't afford. I know they did a lot together, Tyler, but the nostalgia factor, that would have been like, ooh, oh yeah, oh wow. And like, boom. When's the
I
last
thought
time
it-
they've been in a
I don't know.
movie
It was
together?
so. If you take anything away from The Perfect Find, it's very mid, very
Yeah.
fucking mid.
Mid.
Well, shout out to
6 out
Gabrielle
of 10.
Union for producing the movie. I hope
Good for her.
she gets some more movies under
Hey, Gabby,
production.
you know what I mean?
And,
I will say this movie
Holler
was
at me.
good enough. I hope this movie does good enough where they keep making romantic
do
black
need-
comedies like this.
Yeah, I want more nigga
Yeah.
movies.
More like this.
Not
you know
that
what I'm saying?
African shit either, Netflix, because y'all been doing a lot of, African store type Beyonce movie shit. Please, not that.
We're talking about movies like this. That's why I'm hoping that it does well, so they make more. Because I like black romantic comedies like this.
Yeah, it was great. Shout out New York.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe put some more money behind it.
That bitch.
They needed a little bit more money behind this damn movie.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
What would the
who
money
was the
go to?
director?
Huh? I don't
What
know
was
who
it?
the director is. Let me look that up because that director
Please.
was rough.
Trash.
Like, some of the shots were just really bad, and I know
Hey,
that's like
and
the cinematographer, but like the director has a say too.
What was a bad shot?
The whole shit.
Out of
It was
curiosity.
shot so weird. I didn't like how it was shot.
I felt like when they were on the, I'll give you a prime example. When they were on the bridge,
Yeah.
Ty, the transition between them
it
up
was a black
close
woman too.
and pulling out was horrible. It was so
she's
sudden.
Haitian.
It wasn't a gradual thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And it was edited weird.
It just wasn't.
It was edited very weird. The director was a black woman named Numa Perrier. She's Haitian American.
Hey, Haiti.
Good for her for making the movie. She's like, hey,
My
take some notes. She knows she'll improve. The people,
Yeah.
you know, good directors see what they did and they hate their own stuff all the time. So
Yeah.
she'll
she
get
hates
better.
this one. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, at least she
you
made a
rough.
mid.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, that's not a bad place to be.
It's not a bad
Was this her
place to
first
be.
shit though?
Oh no, she's done a couple TV shows.
Okay, TV and movies different though.
Episodes of TV shows and
So that's tough. See, if you
That's
started,
tough.
She did a
Go
couple. She did 2 episodes of Unprisoned.
Never seen
She
it.
did.
which was a good show.
Which that was a good show, but like you know,
that's the joint with Kerry Washington.
Yeah,
and
okay.
Delroy Lindo.
Delroy Lindo.
I hate y'all.
It's a good show. I
She's never done a movie, Jay, or no?
She did a couple movies, but nothing like known. You know.
Okay, see, but this is her first known. That's not bad.
Yeah,
It was mid.
It's not bad.
The only place to go is up.
There you go.
Well, if it's mid, you can also go down.
Oh, she was in it too.
We're being positive.
She was in the movie too.
I was just saying.
What does she look like?
She got the natural thing going. She's
What?
pretty.
So what was she was in the movie?
Yeah, I guess so.
See, but that's the problem.
I'm on the IMDb. I was in the IMDb. Well, she wasn't. I think she just popped up in the movie.
Oh, okay. Because if you're
she
trying to
had
do
a
the Diddy, that shit ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't think she had a character.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't think she had a character.
All right, let's close this bitch out.
Let's close it out, man. Hey, appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is No Clearance Podcast, y'all. Stay black.
Stay blessed.
Peace.